Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing to you how you can upload these files to your GitHub repository. So we're going to be creating a GitHub repository on this, and our baseline would be have these files uploaded to the GitHub repo, then pulling. It's not like pulling the repository files and then moving, like adding more files, because what if we already have an existing files? I have a tutorial about that if you want to like pull the files and then make some adjustment, but this is more on like we already have the files into our local computer. That would be our baseline, and then we upload it to the repository. Okay, so what we're gonna do is open your GitHub account and then you click create, and then we'll run this as woo and booking, or like booking system, and then that's my description. I'm gonna leave that private because I was paid to do this extension. So click on create a repository. So once you've already created a repository, we're gonna be, obviously this will still, it's not like we're gonna be downloading that and then we're gonna be moving these things. This will be still our baseline. So okay, we open a terminal, and then I will add all of these files. So I'm gonna add git add dot, which means we are adding the root files, and then we will, let's just use a wash. So git add root. So we're gonna just clear this. I'm gonna run git add. Let's just initialize it first. So I think that's the issue. Let's initialize the branch first. Git init b main. If you initialize the branch, the branch main, this will actually generate a folder, a hidden folder called git. Okay, so we need to have that into the files in order to connect to the GitHub. And just want to make sure that I am using the right email address. So we're going to run git config.user.email. So I should be using my correct email address. It should be git config user.email, but that's my right GitHub account. So let's run it again. Ready info. Then how about the username? Username is correct. Okay, it's clear. So let's run it again. Git add. Okay, so ready add, and then we're gonna be running. We're gonna commit a message. So this would be a git commit and then what's the name of this, like version 0. By the way, this is, I just found this semantic version controller or semantic version, so for you to be easily identify the version of your files. So this is not ready for the version 5 is not ready for, there's a lot of bugs in that, and it's not, some of the logics are not compatible. So I'm gonna run like it v0. It's not yet ready for production. And then added feature, there is, I think, 3 added features, and then bugs will be, I think, 5, and then it is a beta. Booking extension for Woo. Okay, and it's not the right one. Should have a, let me just copy paste that. Asterisk is not correct. I'm very bad in typing. Bear with me, I'm sorry. Let's just see. Okay, and then once you already run the commit message, you can then push that git pushed origin main. So it's saying that could not read from the remote repository. Please make sure that you have a correct access and the repository exists. So let's see what is the repository on this. So git remote v. Oh, we need to add first. Okay, we haven't add the repository. Yeah, we haven't add the repository, so we need to run a git add. I'm not so familiar with the command line, so we need to add the remote repository first. Git remote add origin, and then we grab the repo remote URL. And by the way, if you want to grab all the codes there, just check out my article version. So get remote add origin, and then the URL of your repo, and then we can then try to push main origin get origin main. So it's saying that, so you have this error, failed to push. So if you got this error, it's because that there's already this repository in here that we just created. Although it's a fresh repository, it's not fresh anymore. There is a readme, so we need to make sure that we are pulling or syncing those files in here. But this will be still our baseline. So you just need to run this git pull origin main allow unrelated history. So as you notice, the readme is already downloaded in the local files, which means that this one and this is already connected, like booking extension. That's the right wording. Okay, so then we can start pushing it again. So let's git push origin main. So it's already pushed, refreshed, and our files is already there. Now on my next video, actually the commit, I don't need to create a version of my commit. Instead of doing that, it's better to have a tags on it. I'm going to create a separate tutorial for that. If you want to check that out, the proper way of doing version controls by utilizing the tags and releases, let me know. Check my other tutorial. I'm going to put it in the link description below. Thank you.